Hi, I'm Sara Inés Calderón, NewsTaco editor, and this is your weekly roundup. So this week, as you may or may not have heard, NewsTaco had our 1-year birthday. Tomorrow's the big day, so I'm going to go ahead and include that as my top pick this week. But we had a pretty exciting week when it came to everything else. As far as politics, there was some interesting stuff that happened in Texas with GOP redistricting. Dr. Henry Flores wrote an interesting piece about the mechanics of the redistricting process. We had Paul Saldaña, president of Brisa Communications, talk to us about the move out in Austin to include more Latino voters. The city council is deciding on that currently. Oh Hell's Nah wrote a really personal, moving piece about her family's personal story with immigration. I wrote a piece about GOP candidates and their stances on immigration, and we had a guest post about how Georgia's immigration law is anti-woman. And then we had some pretty interesting cultural pieces this week too, including Oscar Barajas writing about his mom telling off a bully when he was in Mexican kindergarten. We had a story about Laura Varela, who's a Latina documentarian, and her reasons for becoming a documentary filmmaker. We had a really cool story about a professor in Texas who won the National Medal of Science. We had a cool story that I wrote that people responded really highly to, which was how all the excuses people use not to pronounce Spanish names correctly, or at least try, right? Then we had some cool education pieces too. Latino students apparently are more likely to be suspended from school than white students. Alabama students, Latino students in Alabama started not showing up for school after the law there was implemented. We had a story that listed kind of the top mental health concerns for Latinos in the United States. And finally, there was a really cool story about two Latino entrepreneurs and their tech startup called Flash Valet. So happy birthday, News Taco. Have a great week. Thank you so much for reading, and hopefully we'll see you back next week.